What if fat was already building up in your liver, and you had no idea? Fatty liver disease is one of the most common health conditions today. And yet, most people don't even know they have it, because in the early stages, it doesn't feel serious. It doesn't cause strong pain. It doesn't stop your daily life. And that's exactly what makes it dangerous, because while everything feels normal, fat is slowly accumulating inside the liver. And over time, that can affect how your body functions. Today we're going to talk about 10 early signs of fatty liver disease that many people ignore. These are subtle signals your body may be sending, signals that are easy to overlook. And one of these signs is something millions of people experience every day, without ever connecting it to their liver. Let's begin. And the first sign is persistent fatigue. Not just feeling tired, but a constant lack of energy, even after rest, even after sleep. This happens because the liver plays a central role in metabolism. When it becomes overloaded with fat, its efficiency decreases, and the body struggles to produce energy effectively. As a result, energy levels drop, fatigue becomes constant. Many people blame stress, age, lack of sleep, but sometimes it's metabolic. And the second sign is discomfort in the upper right abdomen. The liver is located just under the ribs on the right side. When fat accumulates, the liver may become enlarged. This can create pressure, discomfort, or a dull ache. It may not feel sharp. It may come and go, which is why many people ignore it. The third sign is something very common: unexplained weight gain, especially around the belly. Fatty liver is closely linked to metabolic changes, and these changes often lead to increased fat storage, particularly in the abdominal area. People may notice gradual weight gain, difficulty losing weight, or stubborn belly fat. This is not just about calories, it's about how the body processes energy. The fourth sign is insulin resistance. This may not feel obvious, but it shows up in patterns, such as increased hunger, cravings, energy crashes. Fatty liver and insulin resistance are closely connected. When one develops, the other often follows. The fifth sign is high cholesterol or triglycerides. This is often discovered through tests, but it reflects what's happening internally. The liver plays a key role in fat metabolism. When it becomes overloaded, blood lipid levels can change. People may not feel anything, but the numbers change, and that's a signal. The sixth sign is something many people overlook: brain fog, difficulty concentrating, slower thinking, mental fatigue. The liver helps filter toxins from the blood. When its function is reduced, these toxins may affect the brain. As a result, focus decreases, clarity drops, thinking feels slower. People often blame stress, but sometimes it's internal. At this point, something important becomes clear. These symptoms don't feel serious. They don't feel urgent, but they are signals that the liver may already be under stress. Now here's something most people don't realize. Fatty liver disease doesn't start with pain. It doesn't begin with something obvious. It begins quietly, silently, and that's exactly why so many people miss it. Let's continue. The seventh sign is darkened areas of skin, especially around the neck, the armpits, or the elbows. This may appear as darker, thicker skin. This condition is often linked to insulin resistance, and insulin resistance is closely connected to fatty liver. When the body struggles to process glucose properly, it affects multiple systems, including the skin. And the eighth sign is increased thirst or frequent urination. This may sound familiar, because fatty liver is often linked to blood sugar imbalance. As insulin resistance develops, blood sugar levels can begin to rise, and that leads to increased thirst, more frequent urination. These are not separate problems. They are connected. The ninth sign is persistent bloating or digestive discomfort. This can feel like fullness, pressure, or discomfort after eating. The liver produces bile, which helps break down fats. When liver function is affected, digestion becomes less efficient, and discomfort may appear. The 10th and final sign is something many people don't expect. Easy fatigue after eating, feeling unusually tired after meals, especially meals high in carbohydrates. This happens because the body struggles to manage glucose efficiently, and the liver is involved in that process. As a result, energy drops after eating. The body feels sluggish. Focus decreases. People often think, I just ate too much, but sometimes it's metabolic. Now, when you look at all of these signs together, a pattern begins to appear. Fatigue, discomfort, weight gain, insulin resistance, cholesterol changes, brain fog, skin changes, thirst, digestive issues, post-meal fatigue. Each one seems small, but together, they tell a story. Here's what's really happening inside the body. The liver is responsible for processing fats. When you consume more energy than the body needs, especially from sugar and refined carbohydrates, the liver converts excess energy into fat. At first, this fat is stored. The body adapts. Everything seems normal. But over time, fat begins to accumulate inside the liver itself. This is called fatty liver, and as fat builds up, the liver becomes less efficient. Inflammation may increase. Metabolic processes slow down. And this is where problems begin, not suddenly, but gradually. Now here's something very important. Fatty liver is often reversible, especially in the early stages. But only if it is recognized, only if something changes. And that's why awareness matters, because many people are already in this stage, without knowing. Now think about this. What if these symptoms are not random? What if they are signals? Signals that your metabolism is changing. Let us go in on fatigue, weight gain, brain fog, digestive changes, each one is a message. And the earlier you recognize those messages, the more opportunity you have to respond. Now, let's make this simple. Ask yourself, do I feel tired without a clear reason? Do I have discomfort on the right side of my abdomen? Have I gained weight around my belly? Do I struggle with cravings or energy crashes? Have my cholesterol levels changed? Do I feel mentally slower or unfocused? Have I noticed changes in my skin? Do I feel bloated or uncomfortable after eating? Do I feel tired after meals? If several of these signs are present, it may be time to pay attention. Now let's be clear. Not every symptom means fatty liver, but patterns matter, changes matter, repeated signals matter. Ignoring them is where the risk begins. Let us say here your liver works quietly, every day, without rest. And because it is quiet, its warning signs are often quiet too. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Small changes can signal something bigger. Fatty liver doesn't appear suddenly. It builds over time, through habits, through patterns, through daily choices. Your body is always responding to what you eat, to how you live, to what you repeat. The question is, are those patterns supporting your health or working against it? If you found this video helpful, stay with our channel. We break down important health topics into simple, clear explanations so you can better understand what your body may be trying to tell you. And in the next video, we'll talk about something just as important, the drinks that may help support your liver naturally. Make sure to stay with us so you don't miss it.